Good morning. It's Nancy Shaffer with Bravo, and this morning we all come back to work following a weekend of the Grammys. And sitting in our office this morning, we were talking a little bit about them and, rehashing all of the things that you, of course, rehash. Who looked the best, who looked the worst, production, which is what we look at. And, there were lots of really interesting things. In really discussing it, the thing that struck us the most was the amazing performance by Macklemore, Madonna, Queen Latifah, and 33 couples being married. The concept of risk and utilizing events to create change and impact, and that it is a risk. And that while, yes, it was probably a calculated risk to perform 33 marriages, including same-sex marriages, on national TV, it was still a risk. They understood who their audience was, but it was a risk. And it was a risk that I think was extremely successful and very powerful, and gave a message across the board that we all need to be equal, no matter what our sexual preferences, the color of our skin, our religious beliefs, or anything. We are all born the same, we die the same, we bleed the same. Why should we not have the same rights in this country? And we know that we've been battling this for a long time. But it was really impressive, at least for me, to see that a major network who gets lots of advertising dollars was willing to take a risk and showcase a song that states, love is love. No matter what. There's no black or white. Love is love. It is exactly what it is. And they were going to showcase that. They didn't take a stand solely for gay marriage. They didn't take a stand for non-gay marriage. They took a stand for love. And in that, they took a risk that I personally think paid off. And it's exciting. It's curious this morning that there's not a whole lot being talked about. We've checked the internet to see what the buzz is, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of buzz. What it does for our industry as well, I think, is showcase that you can take risk. You need to be smart, you need to be thoughtful, you need to be respectful, but you can take risk. And staying status quo because you're afraid of what someone might say or someone might do is something that you have to put in those categories of consideration, but you really need to think about what's the overall impact that our taking a risk could have on provoking thought, on creating change, on impacting one or hundreds of thousands of people in a way that is acceptable and not radical, though in some respects this was radical. Wouldn't happen 10 years ago, probably wouldn't happen 5 years ago. But today or last night, it did. Let us know what you think. We're attaching the link, so in case you didn't see it last night, you can watch it. But do me a favor. Let us know what you think. Was it a good risk? Was it a bad risk? Did you like it? Were you moved? Were you not moved? What were the things you did like about it? What didn't you like about it? What would you do if you had done it that might be different? But think about today as you go through life. Whether it's producing an event, it's walking down the street, it's interacting with your friends, your family, and your colleague. What is risk and what is calculated risk and what's the long-term impact that taking that risk can be? Some of us are risk takers. We stand at the edge and we jump and we look back and go, oops, maybe I should have calculated. Others go to the edge, they look, they calculate, and they step back. I'm not saying one's right and the other isn't. But what impact can risk have, and what impact do you not receive if you don't take some risks in life? Have a fabulous week. Take a risk. A small one maybe. Maybe not 33 couples getting married on major TV, but a small risk. And see what it feels like. And let us know your thoughts. Have a fabulous day.